It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we've got CeeDee Lamb. He's danced around coverages all year to the tune of 1,400 receiving yards so far. It's the Saints and the Eagles, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one, they're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by the former third-round pick, now in his 11th NFL season, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. A dump off for Davis. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Inside give to Davis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They go play action now. Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Gets by him at the 25. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his third season now, it's Joe Burrow.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Denzel Mims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Davis, he'll try to run for it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
The numbers last week for Tunyon, 5 catches, 55 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call a move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
One of the best in the NFL, in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Burrow. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. He slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Eagles at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
The throw over the middle taken in. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. To throw again is Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Second and 9 now from the 21. It's Eckler again. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. First down. Here's Burrow. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 41, Burrow. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. On second down, Davis. And he'll take this one down to the 36. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Wilson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Rowe. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot defensively. How do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Here's Davis to run again on second. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Lambo will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Delay of game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 2nd down.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 and the 36. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. third down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Now Wilson. And he knocks the ball away and it throws incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Here's Jackson. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They on the ground with Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Burrow on play action. That is caught by Lamb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Patrick Ricard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Gano now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. From a yard deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
Doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. Wilson will throw again. This one caught by Ridley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. They go play action now. Wilson flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Man open left side, it's Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And Gordon. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. On the screen, this is Eckler. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy Week 17 of the regular season, so let's get right to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Delay of game, offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Eckler going to get it again on second down. Oh, what a juke into space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now Burrow on first down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Just a yard to go here on second down. Eckler now between the tackles. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That's into the hands of Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
To throw again on second down. Burrow, a quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A first down carry for Davis. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Second and 7, operating from the 34. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Wilson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Play action. It's Wilson. Delivering again to Gordon, and he's got him again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Saints Terrace, first and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Davis. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 41, Wilson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. To throw on second and 6, Wilson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A handoff, it's Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 36, Burrow over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been terrific so far. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. He had the touchdown strike on that last drive, number 35 for him on the year. And he'll go in search of number 36 here as his guys start 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only a couple minutes out about the game. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Davis. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now they go play now. Burrow. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Burrow. That's caught left side by Judy. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now Burrow. Open man, and the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Wilson. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's been a busy man here in this one. Nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He completes it to Ridley. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this is caught by Watkins. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, left side to Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. To the air again, Burrow. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. First down, here's Burrow. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. To throw again on second down, Burrow.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Again, it's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Holding offense.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. He's got Watkins on the out route. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the 1st down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Inside give to Davis. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Gano's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So Russell Wilson in the offense, down by 6. A minute 52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Here's Wilson. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Wilson to throw. And that's complete to Davis. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now Wilson. He's got the hook up with Diggs. He's got room at the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a give to Davis. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Wilson. Touchdown, Eagles! Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Throwing, Burrow. Got his man, it's Woods. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9, and compounding things, it's now third down as well. To throw, Burrow. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down. Able to find Judy, and they will get the conversion on fourth down to stay alive, but time, not an ally. Burrow. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Now Burrow. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. A final shot now for Burrow. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Philadelphia, they get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now.